staircase as well.
Yeah, we all love staircases, mate. Hello and welcome to the Steve Calis Show. I'm Steve Calis and I'm joined by the entire gang. Everybody's here. We've got producer George doing some producery bits. We've got Lissy Jane. Lissy Jane, are you okay?
I'm good, thank you.
And we've got Kevin Harris. Kevin, what's up?
I'm great.
So, let's just jump straight into the stuff, okay?
Yeah.
Do we acknowledge the elephant in the room? That we are all dressed identically?
No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So, viewers of the show will notice that all four of us are adorned with the latest fashion rage. That is Death and Cotton. It's our friend's company. He makes literally the comfiest, coolest hoodies on earth, and we're all wearing it today. And we look fucking ace. It's probably the best we've ever collectively looked as a gang. So yeah, that's Death and Cotton. Go on Instagram and look for Death and Cotton. It's a brilliant company. It's our friend's company, and we appreciate you going out to support him. And whilst you're there, I want to say thank you to Graham's Windows and Doors at grahamswindowsanddoors.co.uk. They are Yeovil's finest provider of windows, doors and conservatories. And go to Paramount Prizes at paramountprizes.co.uk. They're an online competition website, one of the best in the country, based right here in Yeovil. That's paramountprizes.co.uk and grahamswindowsanddoors.co.uk. Now, on with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, hello. It's really good to see all of you here. Look at this. It looks like a proper setup with the producer over there and shit. It looks really good tonight. So, this episode is B for Babies. Okay, let's have a little catch up first, because it's been a while since we've all sort of been together. Lissy, what the hell's up? You built some stairs earlier or something?
No, I've been decorating the two staircases at work by myself for the last 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So I will send you some before shots.
Yeah.
So it might show the
Oh,
extent of what I have
were you
been
underwhelmed
doing.
by my reaction to it?
A little bit, but then I thought, actually, you've not seen what because it was fresh plaster
I
before.
don't even think you knew what he was looking at, to be fair.
It was just awful. So,
Got it. Got it.
but yeah, B Music is expanding, so I'm taking on another room.
Whoa, congratulations.
So I thought I would just actually make it look
Yeah.
aesthetically pleasing and
Excellent.
welcoming. So that's what I've been doing amongst mumming and teaching
Excellent.
and
That's good.
performing.
Oh, yeah, Busy Bee.
What the hell?
Busy Bee. Because of the thing.
Yes.
Kev, how are you, mate? Everything okay?
Yeah, good.
Looking good in that hoodie?
Yeah, it fits. Which is,
That's what I'm just thinking about this one. It's like I don't feel like a sort of a potato. You know, I feel like sort of like relatively comfortable in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What's going on with me at the minute? So still in the weight loss jab. I'm down. I've lost something like 2 stone, 4 pounds or something. I've lost it now, and I'm going up to the next jab. So it goes up in gradients.
Yeah.
You get the 0.25, 0.75, and then the 1. Right, and then 1.7, whatever. But the one I'm about to go on to is 200 quid a month. The fucking Wegovy. You know what I mean?
£200 a month.
Yeah. But
on
the
your
way
side, what's the goal?
the goal's not. I just want to feel better, but I don't feel better. I need to lose my gut. You know what I mean, I noticed that before and after pictures are looking much better, much more slender in the face. My stomach's pulled in and up a little bit, so it's looking nicer. So it's getting there, but yeah, I'm not sure end goal wise. Another couple of stone, I reckon.
And then you just wean yourself off it and try and function as a normal human being? Or is this it for the rest of your life?
I'm not sure if I'll ever be able to properly function as a human being, but I suppose, yeah. Well, I suppose so. I've got to just hope that I don't immediately pound the weight back on, because the issues that got me in this state in the first place are still very much there. You know what I mean? I haven't beaten the sugar issues and stuff, but yeah. So weight loss jab. It's going well.
I think you'd be pleasantly surprised. It took me, as they told me I was diabetic, like the first month where I just cut everything out.
Mm-hmm.
And then after sort of a month, and they were like, oh yeah, everything's gone back down, like you exactly where you're supposed to be. I tried something sweet, and you're a bit like, nope, that's too much. Like you've had a lot longer off than I did.
I've got more resolve than that, Kevin. I'm sure.
You'll still be able to eat sweet stuff, but like the large amounts it'll be too much for you.
The pit that needs to be filled, that cannot be filled by any emotional nourishment is still there.
Yep.
And it has yet to be properly filled. So I imagine, the other day when I came back from holiday, I hadn't taken the jab for a couple of days, and so I was off it. I just left my system, and the first thing I did was fucking binge eat all day. It's not, I haven't cured it. It's masking the underlying symptoms that caused me to be a big fat bastard in the first place.
So it's a psychological thing as well. Then it's not just.
I think it's to do with the OCD. I think it's compulsive eating. I think it's eating my feelings. Literally all of the things.
There's also dopamine. Obviously, you get dopamine from scoffing, and ADHD. You're missing all of the dopamine.
Yeah.
So if you can't get it from one other thing, you get it from you just like I do. You sit there. Is
that why I get the sad days sometimes?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah, I get a few of them sad days. But no, that's what you don't have a fucking huge chocolate cake or something to me, so I feel better.
Exactly.
But it's very
you
fleeting.
feel like shit afterwards.
Yeah, it's fleeting. I feel
for about that 5 minutes, you shoehorn it in. Oh yeah, great.
Yeah, I know. That's it. Right, so let's dive into babies. Well, the topic of. For the listener, we recorded an episode last week about beer, and then the beer episode turned into a sort of babies episode.
How did you get to children?
Just through a fence. I cut the fence open, and I just ignored the restraining order.
Please stop.
Often through a window.
George Mutin, do something. Yeah, you have power now.
Often just through a window in the night. Why'd you ask?
No.
The topic of children.
Oh God, I don't need to know your ins and outs, mate.
So the last episode was a bit of a shambles, so I deleted it in the end. So now we're going to focus on one topic, the topic of babies. Okay. Now, 3 of the 4 of us here are parents, so we're going to go into that experience. So, Lissy, can you talk a little bit about because I know we've addressed this before, but it's always worth bringing up because I think it's really interesting. Because you've had
you've birthed them.
Yeah, you've birthed them. Yeah. How is birthing?
That does
How do you birth stuff?
We just stand there looking awkward, holding hands, and going, "You got it, love." Oh shit.
Yeah. Okay, I do want to know about that.
About what?
But I want to know about childbirth.
You do?
Yeah, I think so. I was there, but I blacked out. My brain protected me from restoring the memory. So I was there consciously, but then my brain went, "Oh no, we won't store any of that."
You don't need
I think other women watching this are going to hate me for saying this though, but it didn't bother me. I hated being pregnant with Eliza. Mm-hmm. I found out obviously I was 7 months pregnant with Oliver, so that was a breezy ride anyway. But I just wasn't fazed by. You
found out at 7 months pregnant, did you say?
Yeah, so I found out.
So you didn't know you were pregnant till
7 months.
Whoa! Yeah. Holy shit!
Yeah. So
how did you react when? Would you go? Oh, okay. Well,
did what you did in childbirth and completely blacked out.
That's key. Thanks, brains.
Yeah. Just in denial. But then I think that played a massive part in how easy it was to birth Oliver. Right. Because it was just like, no, I don't know, like just, I don't know. I was just shut off to it. I was just like, I don't know how, because also I didn't know how I was going to feel when he was here. So I didn't know what was going to happen. Yeah. I didn't know if I was going to keep him. I didn't know if Mum was going to bring him up. And, I just didn't know. So it was just like, I've got a job to do. I've just got to do it. And then see what happens after. Yeah. I mean, gas and air though, can I just? But I obviously had him so young, I never really experimented with drugs or anything like that. But when they gave me gas now, I was like,
slippery slope.
Amazing.
And now she's on it every week.
It was just so good though, and it was just like so much fun.
Yeah.
That's kind of balls the question I had then, because I was going to say, what's it like having a person inside you, but you didn't notice for 7 months?
No, I didn't. But it's funny because as soon as we were supposed to go skiing, so I was still riding my motocross bike all the way through, like just didn't have a clue, right? And we were supposed to be going skiing in Scotland.
Job's a little nudge.
You still look just like you do now.
I always think
there was
like
no physical change.
No. I didn't have a bump or anything. Like legit.
I always think we know you. And then you always say something which makes you go, I didn't know you at all.
What do you mean?
Every now and then you go, and that's when I served in the military for 6 months. That's why I moved to Japan to train with the samurai.
Yeah, that's when I trained Colonel Gaddafi.
When I was 13, I got a motocross bike and I used to ride and we used to go to the fields with jumps and stuff like that. So we were still doing that, maybe the weekend before we found out. And then we were supposed to go skiing. And Mum had a phone call from school, like just checking in with me. And I had conversations, which I was like, no, all right, I haven't had a period in like whatever, 6-7 months, but that's fine. I'm like, I'm a kid, you know? So it just didn't occur to me, really. And I think, just completely shut off to it.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, there's more obviously to unpack with it, but it's not the most of pleasant story, so I won't go into it. But yeah, having Oliver was a breeze. And then he was born, and I was just like, oh my God, I need to look after you.
Yeah, that's what we said last week. There's a moment where Misha gives birth, and then suddenly I'm holding a human being. And I go, ugh,
Was that not responsible?
oh my God. Yeah, it's terrifying.
Really bizarre, but I wasn't bothered.
But as a teenager as
as
well.
a teenager as well, but I just was not bothered.
So-
like, I went to scans, I didn't get any of that, like, oh look, it's a little toe. I didn't. I was very like shut off. I was like, okay, cool.
So number 2 was a more stereotypical pregnancy, big bump.
Yeah, I had a bigger bump, but I still had no sickness. I was still exercising every day till the day I had her. It was just easy. Like,
Could you feel her kicking around in there?
yeah, it was nice. Like, I felt all of that. It was a completely different experience, obviously.
I suppose you learned how to be more zen, training with the Tibetan monks for 3 years when you were younger.
Twitch now when he hears a motocross bike.
He does it as well. That's how he broke his bloody
For some reason,
collarbone.
he gets a headache and feels sick.
Yes,
Jesus.
That's what I mean, though. Like, because I did it. Like, we were down at Osmington one day, and he'd gone out on, I think it might have been my motocross bike actually. And he phoned me, and he's like, "I've come off the bike." I'm like, "Oh shit, what have you done?" He's like, "I can't move," and I'm like, "Is the bike all right?"
Yes, Mum. Yes, Mum. That's the stuff. That's what we like.
Yeah, and he actually broke his collarbone because it landed on him. But yeah, babies. Yeah, and Eliza was different, but still that, because I was convinced Eliza was a boy because I still had no sickness, like nothing really. Having a girl was very different as well, though. Like, I was scared when Eliza was born. When I found out she was a girl, I was scared.
Why?
I was really worried. I was like, oh my God.
She's going to be like me.
No, because I was an angel. But I was just like, oh my goodness. It's a different sort of...
How excited were you to get the gas and air
I
back?
was such a good boy mum. Such a good boy mum. And I was like, oh my gosh, we got to go and... Do you know what I mean? Girl it up, which isn't really me.
Has it been fine since, though?
I mean, I'm still a boy mum. So she's like... She's going to be like...
She's on the gas and air, on the motocross bikes every weekend.
Yeah, can't wait.
Job's good.
I wanted a girl. I was
You
hoping. I
did,
really wanted a girl. And you can see the video where like my mum read us. My mum revealed to us what it was, and we filmed it. You can see a slight flash of.
I felt really bad for Carlisle because obviously going to be the last pregnancy for both of us. So she wanted the whole thing. She was obviously young when she had Tia, so she wanted, the scans, and we go together and we do it together.
That's nice.
And COVID started.
Yeah.
So I never went to one thing.
Oh, no.
We were given an envelope to find out
That's right.
what she was.
Yeah, we were
But
saying.
she was also the first child I ever had where they told me. Because they never used to tell you.
Really?
Yeah, because they even though I swear to God, it's the same machines that do it. It's the same picture you get. They would never do it because they couldn't do it with enough accuracy.
Right.
And people would go out and spend loads of money because it's a boy, and then be like, "Oh, he's missing something," and they'll go home to a blue room and motocross bikes and all that jazz. And yeah.
Wow.
So that she was the first child where I knew what I was having. Like, actually knew, not that's clearly another girl.
Yeah.
Which was my mantra for the whole.
Yeah, I could have told you it was going to be a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got good form there.
Yeah.
But I think I remember that we're the same, obviously, because the kids are all sort of similar ages, aren't they? So the COVID thing was a real ball ache because it was like the hospital wanted me not to be involved, and I was desperate. I was desperate to be there. And Mish, when she, a couple hours after Leah was born, she was desperate just to come home with me because I had to leave. So that whole thing was like, for me, she was very traumatic. She felt very isolated.
Yeah.
The nurses and doctors and stuff, like we said last time, were just so jaded.
Yeah.
And it was a grim experience. And so, yeah, I mean, I love babies. I would have another baby probably. I mean, I've always been like, I like being a dad. I love being a dad. I'd have lots and lots of children. But also, Leo's not sleeping very well at the minute. I'm just doing my fucking head in. So actually, I'm going, maybe not. I quite like to sleep.
I do like
Yeah.
the sort of later toddler, sort of 3 to 4.
Oh, this age is fucking
That's
ace.
the best bit.
He's obsessed with Pokemon at the minute. But so much so that it's sort of starting to worry me a little bit. Like, he was at the foot of my bed at like 3:30 this morning going, what level does Feraligatr evolve? I'm going, Feraligatr doesn't fucking evolve, he's a fine evolution. I'm like arguing with him about Pokemon.
Misha's just plotting both your deaths in the corner.
Misha's furious. Yeah, Misha's furious. And then so what's nice is like, so, but I even like that. I don't mind him. I always go to him, Misha go like, just try and stay in your bed tonight and sleep. And I'll go, if you do wake up, come and get me and I'll come take you out of bed. Because I do like that sort of time with him.
Yeah.
I'll jump into bed with him, give him a cuddle, and then he'll waffle about something for a minute and go back to sleep. So it is nice. But my broken sleep is starting to affect everything. Like, I was trying to concentrate on something literally really important at work today, and I was like, I don't know what I've just done. I don't know what I just sent that email. I'm not sure what it says. I was like, so it's really starting to affect my concentration. So that's made me think, actually, in a minute we'll start sleeping better again, and then I'll enjoy that sleep. And he goes to sleep fine. He just wakes up at fucking 3 for some reason, and then doesn't always go back to sleep. So,
I think that's the worst bit of babies, toddlers and whatnot, is the sleep deprivation bit. Nobody prepares you for how bad a person that makes you.
It does fuck you up, and that's what can fuck your relationship up if you're not handling it. But then I reckon me being a little bit older helped, because I
wasn't very good first time round.
You have to be being 30.
I left it too long, and I'm now so old that I'm asleep all the time anyway. So there was a few mornings where I woke up and I was like, she was really good last night, wasn't?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I'm a dead man. Right, I'm off to work now. Bye.
It's funny because we got the reverse thing, because Leo only since he was a baby, he's only ever settled with me. So I've done the majority of the nights just because it's easier, and I like it.
I was not the default parent for the first 3. I was the one they wanted this time round. So all mummy.
Yeah,
and I'm all right with that. Mummy's way better than I am.
Yeah, I know what I mean. But I do like the I do like the whole process, but it is nice to get some sleep so we can concentrate on our careers for a minute, and it's nice to not be so disrupted and stuff. But yeah, babies is like I think being a dad was the most transformative thing that ever happened to me, because suddenly I'm a very selfish man, and I've lived very selfishly my entire life, and suddenly Misha was the start of this, where I'm like, oh my god, I actually love someone more than I care about the consequences of what happens to me.
Yeah.
So now I've got to do some element of self-preservation just so I'm around for Misha more. And then we had Leo, and the love was like, it's a devastating, aching love, and it's so hard to describe, but it's powerful, and it changes you, because then you got to go, oh shit, I should probably get a real job, or I'm not sat around playing fucking Lego all day. I still do some Lego. I've never ruled that out entirely, but I mean, it does change your priorities, and it makes you a better, my experience was it makes me a better man. It makes me more present.
It's the bit where they like you said, you're obviously, I was the same, incredibly sort of selfish self, and it's like, oh, you can't go and do that because the midwife's coming around or whatever, and then they go over to your cupboard of things or your PlayStation or whatever the thing is, and they start touching it, and you're like, no, it's fine. Yeah. And then they come over and they take your food, and Mummy's like, oh, look, he's eating, touch my food. No, that's great.
Yeah, that's right.
I've never shared my food, but anyway, no, carry on, take it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and I think, but the nice thing is, like, Leo just he loves whatever I love.
Yeah,
I mean, he wants to be a part of whatever it is I'm doing. So he's become totally obsessed with Pokemon, and so me and him we just play it together. But he's good at it. Like, he's getting sort of annoyingly good. We'll have to take him down a peg in a minute because he's getting right better than I am at the battling and stuff. So he's like collecting Pokemon cards. We're talking about it. We're playing, and it's like I've just made a me, but a better me. Because and it's lush. It's the best thing on earth, isn't it? And like, it's hard to explain to to non-parents, but because all the traffic they get is fucking hell. We've talked about this before, haven't we? Because you go, I'm fucking knackered all the time, pissed off. This is crap. I'm fucking knackered. But actually, the majority of it is so good. It's so good. Yeah. I mean, like, Leo is so tired that when we went to bed, I took him to bed about sort of 5:30ish, and he's so tired he's just giggling himself to sleep. And I was knackered, so I was giggling, and we just had a little nap. I sort of fell asleep cuddling him, and I was like, God, that is pure happiness. It doesn't get much better than that. No. You know what I mean? So it is great. George, hello, producer George.
Hello.
You doing, mate? You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah.
Yeah,
good.
It's
weird being in silence back here.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But you're doing important producery things.
You're
doing all the stuff, right? So I know we've talked about this before. It's worth sort of bringing up again. What's your view on parenting and having a child one day? Because I know the last time we talked, your personal situation was different.
Yes.
And you were like, well, all I ever fucking hear is the moaning. All I ever hear is the bad stuff.
Yeah. And things have changed. I think when I bought my house, I realised I'm sort of more secure than I ever have been before, and I definitely started to think, okay, this might be a possibility. It's all in my head. I've always just thought it's impossible. I can't have a child. I can't provide for a child with the life that I lead. And then suddenly, when I got the house, I was like, wait a minute,
I'm grown up.
That's
yeah,
the whole thing.
That's the most grown up thing you could do.
I've kind of done it. I've got a place that I can house a child if I want to. So
your child specifically, not just a child.
Well, yeah.
Where's you and child snatch?
I don't know. We're on the topic, and it's easy material.
In you go.
Come into my house, and I'll look after you. But you went somewhere weirder.
Sorry, I don't. Yeah. I'm going to keep doing it too. I'm not wish I could tell you that was the end of those jokes, but there's a few more to come. So.
But yeah, I definitely my viewpoint on having children has changed quite dramatically in the last probably 2 years. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, and it was really subtle at first, and I didn't really realise that my mind was changing and sort of growing. And now I have quite a vivid image in my head of what I want for my future. It's completely changed. Yeah, I want a girl.
And you had a creepy list of baby names, didn't you?
I do have a list of baby names, yes.
Creepy list of baby names, I called it.
Creepy. It's probably not that normal, is it?
George's got a creepy list of children's names on his phone, and we wondered what it was for, but it's for it's prospective names.
It's not people just going to snatch with Steve. It's
Good to know.
It's his own children.
Yeah. Right? Like is that a normal thing?
It's very organised.
For a
I'll give you
33-year-old
that.
man to have on his phone?
Yeah, I'm 33 and thinking about having a child.
That's awesome.
And I think
I love that.
Maybe going into it a bit older.
Some of the suggestions? What were some of the options, name-wise?
Well, so I have been set on having a girl called Arabella for as long as I can remember, for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
So that's the first pick, always.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't really want a boy.
Oh,
Middle name, though? That's
well, I don't
too.
have a middle name.
You don't?
No.
Is that...
And obviously it depends on the mother of the child, you would think. My cousin's middle name is George, after me. So maybe I could call my child, if I had a boy, it could be something Tom or Thomas.
Nice.
Gunton. Yeah, and I'm very
keeping.
I don't know, I've got a weird thing about keeping my name as well, and like passing on my name. I've never had that before.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely I would be proud to be able to do that, and proud to like create a family, with my under my protection,
That's exactly what I thought as well.
Yeah.
So I changed my name to Calis. Leo's the first true born Calis. And he's a proper Calis, and it's your legacy that you're building.
Yeah.
We want to snap away from the family tree and wander off on our own adventure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
So totally understand that.
With the names, though, I stand by. If you're undecided, if you haven't decided, and she's got one and you've got one, once you witness the birth, you go, nope, it's on you. You pick it. Yeah. Short choice. You've won that one.
Yeah.
Although no, for me, Leo was always going to be named after some historical figure that I enjoy. That's the one place where
it was that or Pikachu, so he didn't really.
He got off lightly. Aragorn, that was one. That's a choice. So there was a few I wanted. I was trying to find a way to make Napoleon, or I thought sensible ones. I was going Richard the Lionheart. Yeah, that's the sort of the way I was going. You know what I mean? So, babies, is there anything particularly you think we should focus on?
I've got some question for Lissy.
Oh,
obviously, you said
back off, George.
You said about it changing sort of relationships and stuff.
Yep.
Is there anything being a parent, so your other half being a parent, changed your view of him? Made you like him more or less?
Or less? I think
Damn it! I knew this question was going to come up.
Because didn't you say last time?
I was preempting this earlier in my head.
You said last time that you had sort of conflicting styles a little bit, didn't you?
Yeah, we are very different. We are very different. I think if we had done the Love Island thing and had the babies, the pretend babies that cry, it would have changed my mind.
Oh boy,
on having a baby with him. To be honest, because
if you're listening, buddy,
yeah, but
try harder.
He doesnesn't cope well with the crying and the.
No, I don't. To be
and he'd happily admit to anyone he doesn't particularly. He doesn't have that paternal I just want to look after you. He's a provider. He's very good at providing in that kind of old-fashioned way. I will go out to work and I will make sure that you have absolutely everything. But anything like emotionally comforting, he has it. He just doesn't understand how to tap into it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's where we butt heads, because I was doing all of the comforting, and then he works tonight, so he would go off to work, and it would just be on me. Do you know what I mean?
I see, yeah.
So, and I would happily go on and have another one. Genuinely, I absolutely love it. But no.
I don't know. Did you get your positive? Because I'm the same.
Yeah.
I'm exactly the same, but I'm so much better this time around.
You are
Because
you're
of
a
the
big old
person
softy.
behind
Weird,
me saying, no, we don't do it like that, and this is why. And you're like, shit, she's right. Okay. And I've tried because of her. And now, like, even my 3 older ones are like, motherfucker, you
Yeah,
want
what was
like
this?
that? How dare you let her get away with that? Listen, you're all in your 20s now, shut up.
Yeah.
I'm older and less miserable.
Yeah, I think Chris would agree on that. I think he is better with Eliza. I obviously don't know what he was like with his 2 children that he had previously with his ex, but I can only imagine he was a bit shorter. Do you know what I mean? Because he was young as well. He was like 19.
Yeah. Does make a difference.
Yeah.
It's hard. I mean, there's still times now where I fucking chastise myself for something. You know what I mean? Where I go,
Yeah.
but I call it in the minute. I call it right there. If Leo's say rude to Misha over and over again, or is it? And when I go, Leo, just stop a minute, and I go, oh shit, I go, listen, I didn't mean to lose my temper. That wasn't you, but it was you. I shouldn't have lost my temper. You were pissing me off, but I shouldn't have shouted. And so you try and rectify it in a minute, because everyone's exhausted, and it's not, you can't, you have a standard you want to hit, and you can't always get there.
Yeah.
But when it comes to, like, I'm too much the other way. My dad once said, my dad is, wise a man as he is, once said, fucking, I was like, Leo's got 2 mums, because I'm real, like, affectionate with him. I'm real, like,
done,
yeah.
No, seriously, if that's what you've done, then well done.
Yeah, no, yeah. If there's anyone I won't accept parenting criticism from, it's my father.
Well, my dad used to say stuff. It's like, I haven't seen you for 3 years.
Yeah, but it was nice, because that is, I'm very loving.
Yeah.
But I've got much better at being sort of sterner, but in a way that isn't like intimidating. It's no, we're drawing a line here, mate, because of what you did. And because he's older, it's easier.
Yeah.
You can just go, listen, mate, you know you did this, you can't have this now, and then that's
They understand
that works now. Whereas I struggled more when he was younger, when I didn't know how to get the message across of, well, hang on, you can't just hit your mum, but now looking back, I realise how young he was.
Yeah.
At the time, isn't it strange? At the time, I was like, but you're always trying to figure out. I always try and measure myself by, I try not to put the bar too high, because I always get depressed if I fall too short of it. But I always go, I'm loving, I'm attentive, I'm there, and hopefully that's enough. Hopefully one day you'll go, yeah, my dad was a good dad actually, and then that'll be enough.
Exactly. Yeah.
I have one more thing for both of you, for him. You just said then, when you were talking about being a parent and stuff, like, I finally feel like there's a right time, especially you here, Lissy. There is no right time. There's never gonna be. It's a good, like, you might feel like you're financially secure or the house is there or whatever, but it's more about, I would say, the person than the other stuff.
Yeah, I was not ready at all for Leah, but Misha was just the other piece of the puzzle. But I knew we'd be fine because we're together. The rest of the stuff sort of fall into place. It makes it harder because you're right. You're giving yourself a head start, a much more comfortable head start. Whereas me and Misha were living with my 2 best mates and a fucking bro pad who'd been smoking in there. It wasn't conducive to comfortable environment.
In the kitchen.
Yeah, the fucking roof was collapsing. The first ever episode of this podcast was recorded in a mouldy little bedroom on one side. So like it was a state. So we had to sort that stuff out before Leo got there. And then, so yeah, you're right to think. But Kev's right in that, for the most part, people put it off because they think, well, I haven't got all these things in place. But actually, when the baby gets here, you just sort of figure it out. Especially if you're in a good relationship. If you're not, then that's big trouble. But if you're in a good relationship, then you just figure it out.
If you're going to wait, it best be because you're going travelling or doing crazy stuff. Don't just wait and go to your normal day job and don't do anything.
Hone your
Make sure you are doing something.
Yeah.
Because once you've got them, it's not the same. You can take your kids travelling, but your child doesn't want to go to the Colosseum in Rome.
Oh, never cross the life. Whenever Misha said, do you know what, I'm looking at this place, it's like Spain for a couple of weeks, we should go. I go, fucking yeah. She goes, me, you, Leo. I go, whoa. Whoa. Well, that guy ain't coming. Jesus. Last year I needs to be fucking half pissed on cocktails wondering where my son is and he's going to get Madeleine McCann somewhere. Like, no, thank you. No way.
We went, and there was about 8 people, in rotation for Harper. So everyone could, someone go in, go in the pool with her for a bit, and then she'd come out and eat for a bit, and then the next one would go in. Jesus Christ.
No, that's exactly what I would like to avoid. I think it's some stress, so what I want is 2 weeks drunk on a beach. That's what
just
I want.
a week.
And a child is not conducive to that. For
just a week's enough.
But family holidays, no, you've always gone on a family holiday. We go to the caravan.
Caravan's
kids thing.
great.
It's fucking ace. It's really nice. But that's not what I'm looking for right now. You know what I mean? I'm looking to get drunk and sleep. That's what I want.
Right.
I want to get drunk, go sleep for 12 hours, wake up, get drunk again, and go back to sleep. I don't want that in perpetuity, really. But
and
2
he
weeks
wants
will be fine.
karaoke as well. Obviously.
And ideally, be conscious enough to do some karaoke, and then do that and crawl back into bed. That's what I need.
Dream.
Yeah. How would you sum up? Oh, you had questions. Is that right?
I have one question.
Go ahead.
Well, actually, I've got two.
Okay.
This is the age-old question. Do you think... And this is aimed at these two more, Lissy.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm still intrigued.
Do you think being kicked in the balls hurts more than childbirth?
No.
No.
Good answers. Me either.
No, I suppose it's very painful, but it's brief, isn't it? It's over.
Yeah.
Yes.
But obviously, you don't get a child at the end of it. You get ruptured testicles. So I don't.
Do you think the initial pain is a peak more than childbirth?
That's what I was thinking, because that initial strike on the nuts is.
I've
that initial
my pelvis. I can tell you the difference between pain and.
the first second after you're immediately struck the nuts.
I've been
that
sick because someone hit me in the nuts, but.
Well, imagine that prolonged. You wouldn't have a baby if it was that prolonged.
Well, this is it. I always think it's so
That's producing.
so crazy. And you're just looking at the person you love going, oh my God, I can't believe she's doing this. Oh God, I can't believe she's going to be able to do this. And it's horrendous. And then the recovery afterwards. And then a year later, should we have another one? Are you insane, woman?
Yeah.
You just went through all of that shit and you want to do that again? We've only just slept for more than 4 hours.
That's the brain.
And then you're both like, yeah, fuck it, do it.
That's the brain protecting you. But that works. That's really strong with women there, isn't it? Where the brain protects them from the trauma of the experience. And then,
but also, when I've looked into this before, because it has been measured, hasn't it? I think.
Yes.
Yeah. What's it called when you measure pain?
I can't remember.
The
scale,
index scale. Yeah.
Yeah, but through childbirth, the contractions are worse on the pain threshold than the actual pushing, because your vagus nerve kicks in on the pushing and kind of disables your pain. So actually, you don't feel that much pain at that part of childbirth. It's actually the contractions, because it hurts your back. It's like everything squeezing together. That hurts.
But have you ever been slightly winded after being hit in the balls?
Well, this one time when I was on my motorbike.
Yeah,
well, that's a good question.
he's only saying because he accidentally stepped on one of his this morning.
Yeah, they are hanging. They are pendulous now.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, they are very pendulous. And the more pendulous my testicles become, the less impressive my penis becomes. I mean, it's getting lost.
Now with his weight loss.
Next question, George, please.
I suppose so, but it's not. It's not. I'm not losing weight from the pubis.
Still going.
So it's still
Sorry, George. There was another question there, was there?
Small
this
face,
one might be
chubby
a bit
dick.
more fun. What would you name your children if they were the opposite sex?
Oh, I have to fall out here because she's not here and I can't remember. We did discuss it. There was one point after I had the snip where she thought about we were just going to call it Jesus because
Nice.
if he came through, then it had to be Jesus.
Yeah.
But we did have a couple of names. I wanted to use my granddad's name, but that's my grandchild's middle name. She carried it over for me because I was obviously never having a son. So yeah, it was going to be Francis because that was my granddad's name.
Oh, nice, like Francis Drake. Nice. It'd have to be. It would have been another historical.
You
figure.
didn't have one. You didn't have one lined up.
No, well, Mish probably did, but didn't pass the test, whatever it was. Yeah, Misty. Misty. So I don't know. Maybe it'll be like, I don't know, Catherine the Great, or Rosa Parks. Women I really admire from history. Cleopatra. Oh, one that I did think was what's the name of that fucking star? Yes, it was something along those lines. It was some ancient, really beautiful ancient name. Christ, what is it? I remember after and piss myself off when I'm editing it. But yeah, it would have been some kind of historical.
Insert name here.
Oh yeah. Now I remember. It was.
Genius.
So,
Lissy?
I think Eliza was going to be a Todd.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't know what Oliver would have been called because he is.
Kawasaki.
I don't know because I called Oliver because of Oliver Twist.
I was going to make a joke of because he was always hungry, but
because of the character, like how endearing and sweet he was. And when I did the show Oliver Twist, I played Bet, and the boy that played Oliver was just the most lovely, kind, just for like an 8-year-old, he's amazing. So that name stuck. So I don't know, maybe Olivia.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, that's why Oliver's called Oliver.
What are the names on your strange list of baby names?
It's just strange now.
Didn't you mention, wasn't there like Japanese?
There's some Japanese names in there.
Is there?
I don't think they'll make the cut, but they're there.
Kazuki.
I quite like, at the moment, I quite like Hank.
Oh yeah.
Like baby Hank.
Hank is Hank is a 45-year-old Midwestern man with a drinking problem.
But that's what I think.
Also, for children's perspective, it is dangerously close to something else.
Yeah, that's what I was
true.
thinking.
Oh
And
yeah.
Gunton has been.
Yeah.
Oh, Hank Gunton's a rough one.
Because Wank Hunting's just not great, is it?
I'd
just horrible.
I'd resign that to the waste bin of names for now.
Yeah,
if I
okay.
could. Hank Gunton. Oh, you can't call him Hank Gunton, George.
Yeah, well, right.
No, Lord.
Okay, Jesus.
God, we're making a ruling. Jesus.
Well, I hope you have your girl.
Yeah, if it's a
Because
girl,
heaven forbid someone get what they
it's
want.
always going to be Arabella.
What if the mother of the baby says Arabella?
She has.
Oh, she's already.
Okay, so she's not being called Arabella then.
There has been a conversation. I'm not having a child. But there has been a conversation, and Arabella is not a liked name.
Could it go as a middle name? I know you said about
No,
middle
this-
names, but it's
no.
the only way you can sneak it in.
Oh, I remember.
This is a hard no then.
I don't
is it?
stand on a lot of things, but this is one of the things.
She will get her way though.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
get that,
this
but
just
I'm
speaks the
hoping if I
truth.
just say it
Chris
long
hated
enough.
Eliza. Absolutely hated that name.
I remember last time you said this now, and I very cruelly said Arabella sounds like a
Porn star or
industrial detergent,
Yeah.
or like something,
Disease you get from
or
not
something,
cooking your food.
something. That, oh God, well, I ain't been off work for 2 days. Oh, I'm a terrible Arabella.
I
couldn't
like
stop
it.
shitting.
It's nice. It's giving.
If I end up having a child,
Yeah.
I'm going to rinse these two.
Yeah, I think it's I think it's a nice name. It's like traditional, but still.
I had some bad
quite
fish
modern.
and had Arabella for 3 days.
And their children will be old enough that I'll just be horrible to their children.
Oh, Christ. Tickle me. No, sorry, George. No, it's nice.
It's nice.
So
Thank you.
that's babies.
It's babies.
Is there anything that anyone wants to focus in on baby-wise before we call it a day?
No, I do have a funny story though because you were saying like 3 and 4 is like your favourite age, and you've spoken before about some swear words that Leo said, right? I've avoided this to 3.5.
Nice.
And last week we were playing with her cuddly toys, and we were like doing different voices, like what cuddly toy would make what voice, and then we were doing the psst, psst. So I took her to school. She's in the car, and she's like, "Yeah, Trev, the turtle, was pissing at me." I was like, what? So then I had to text school once I dropped her off and said, by the way, if she says this word, it's because it means psst, psst, right? But she's
yes.
saying it's pissing.
Oh God! Oh God! They always want to get you into trouble, kids, with the school.
It's so
We had a kid.
funny.
We went to a kids' party, and a mum came up to me and said, "Everything's okay." But I was like, "No, my son came home the other day, and was really worried because Leo said that veins break." I was like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, you can bleed, and it's dangerous because sometimes your veins can break." And I was like, Jesus. So I went to Leo. I said, mate, what were you? I said, did you talk to that kid over there about his veins breaking? And he went, yeah. I was like, okay, well, why did you tell him that? He goes, we were just doing some science. I was like, okay, right, maybe next time. I was like, not all
less death than science.
I was like, well, sometimes, mate, kids that can be quite alarmed by stuff like that. So, mate, because I'm not very careful often in what I talk to him about. I just he's so curious about stuff. I like answering it properly. Yeah. So sometimes I forget that other kids aren't interested in that sort of thing. So Leah's going, yeah, your veins break and you can fucking die. I'm like, oh my god. So a parent probably called me out on that. So yeah. So that's that's quite embarrassing. So I had to really talk to him about that. So that was babies. Yeah. And we're all together for it as well. That's fucking glorious.
Would you like a fact to end the episode?
You got some fun? Look at this motherfucker.
Go on, producer George. Produce away.
Please produce.
In 2024, there were 594,677 babies born in the UK.
Jeez.
Wow, that's a lot.
Amazing.
And that was just Westfield Council estate.
Wow, that's a lot of babies.
That is lovely.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, nearly 600,000.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that up or down from last year? I have more questions now.
0.6%.
Wow. Okay,
That's weird, isn't it? Because there's so much in the media about like people not having babies.
Birthdays,
like,
well, no one can afford to go out and do anything anymore. You've got nothing to do but stay home.
Yeah.
Loads of babies.
Yeah, there's a lot
of babies.
It was nearly 100,000 more in 2021.
Oh, we shagging.
Wow.
We do be shagging.
Yeah, but we were at home more, weren't we?
Yeah,
That's
everyone's at home on 80% getting pissed in the gardens. Like, what do you want to do now?
True.
Well,
good times.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. That's babies. So, listener, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. If you could do us a favor, go to Spotify, click the 5-star review, click follow. All those things really make a difference. We're on our journey to the Spotify Top 100, and we really appreciate your support.
Steve will kidnap your children.
I might. Yeah, I might. Also, thank you to our sponsors, Graham's Windows and Doors at grahamswindowsanddoors.co.uk and Paramount Prizes at paramountprizes.co.uk. Anything else we need to... you can find producer George at The Good Lad Gamer on YouTube. He does gaming content, Shade Rado Legends.
That's the one.
Also, Raid Shadow Legends content. You can find Lissy on Instagram at B Music, is that right?
B Music Yeovil.
B Music Yeovil. And what I really want you to do is find Kevin.
Nope.
In public, in reality, online. I poke penguins on Instagram. Yeah. Find him, leave him a message, talk to him. You find him to be friendly and accommodating. Thank you for listening, guys. We really appreciate it. And we will see you next time. Ciao, 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 ciao.
Paka.
Oh, wait, we haven't done
we haven't done that in ages.
It's been a while.
Oh, come on, Kev. Come on.
Bye.
You're a dark horse.
Oh my word! Jesus!
That's so nice.
Oh God, I don't really want to do it. Fucking no! I've never sung a note in my life. Pavarotti. Jesus.